Hello everyone. Now we are going for the troubleshooting part. So before going that one, we need to put some points in our mind. We need to remember some points. Basically, what are the issue we are facing when we have the ether channel. So let me tell that points. Mostly we have the misconfiguration. Mostly because of misconfiguration we are getting the issue in the ether channel. So whenever we are doing the troubleshooting, we need to check configuration. What mostly I am saying misconfiguration. What is that one? Means example, I have one switch here, I have another switch here. I want to make as a ether channel. So I will do here LACP this side, and this side I will do PAGP. This is also one of the problem we are facing. Okay, this one also we can say misconfiguration. Here we configure the LACP, here we configure the PAGP. We will get these types of issue also. And also we need to remember whatever the ports we are using here, all ports should be in the same configuration here and here. Imagine we make here 2 ports as a trunk, 2 port as a axis, and we are trying to make as a ether channel. It will not form. We need to keep all ports should be same. Or maybe what you will do, this side you will make as a layer 3 port, this side you will make as a layer 2 port, or maybe 2 port as a layer 3, 2 ports as a layer 2. It will not form. So we need to make same configuration all the ports. If you see here, I already wrote here what issue we can face. The following configuration setting must match on the member interface. Member interface means all the interface of the switches. So every port in the interface must be having the same configuration. If we configure the layer 2, all should be layer 2. If you configure the layer 3, all should be layer 3. And what else we have? If we make the port as a trunk, all ports should be trunk. If we make port as the axis port, all should be axis port. If you put in the VLAN 1, all should be in the VLAN 1. If you put in the VLAN 20, all should be in the VLAN 20. If you put in the trunk, all should be in the trunk. Not half in the trunk, half will be in. It should not be mix. If we have mix, then it will not form the ether channel. And then after that, we should not change the VLAN, native VLAN. Native VLAN already we have in CCNA. Let me discuss this native VLAN. If anyone is having any doubts, we can have. I will explain here now. First of all, let me explain the native VLAN, because we already have in the CCNA. What we are saying, example I have, let me take blackboard. What is native VLAN? The frame, example I have switch here. This is a switch 1 and this is a switch 2, and here we have the trunk. Okay, these ports are the trunk. Here I have one PC. This one I did not put in any VLAN. Okay, I did not put this machine, this PC in any VLAN, and this guy is sending the frame. That frame will come here. Switch will not put the label or tag in that frame because this is not in any VLAN. So by default we have the VLAN 1. By default we have the VLAN 1. So native VLAN also we have by default VLAN 1. If we change any here native VLAN as a VLAN 10, we need to change here also native VLAN as a VLAN 10. By default we have a VLAN 1 as a native VLAN. So why we are using native VLAN? What is the purpose? Means if you receive any untagged traffic, if you receive any traffic which is not having the tag, that will forward to the native VLAN. Whatever traffic switch is receiving, if it is not having the tag, it will go to the native VLAN. So what we can say, example, if any letter is coming, if the letter is not having the address, it will go in one box in the post office. Same here we are saying native VLAN is a VLAN in which all the untagged frame will go in that one. If I have one machine here, okay, I have another machine here, this one is not in any VLAN. By default we have VLAN 1, so this one is in the VLAN 1. If this guy sends some traffic, it will pass here because here we have the native VLAN as a 1, and it will receive to this guy because they are not in the VLAN. Native VLAN is 1. Example, I change native VLAN as 10. I change native VLAN as a 10. If this guy is sending, okay, if this guy is sending any frame, he is not in any VLAN, it will come here without tag. and this switch will send. If any machine is having the in the VLAN 10, imagine this machine is in the VLAN 10, so this machine is going to receive that tag. Untag frame is going to receive this machine, because this machine is in the VLAN 10, and our what we can say, our native VLAN is also VLAN 10. So what we are saying, by default whatever native VLAN we will keep that one. If you change in one switch, you need to change in another switch also. If you change for this interface, here also we need to change. If we did not change, no problem, but if you change here, if you did not change here, it will not form the ether channel. How we can check? Let me show you how we can check the native VLAN. Just we need to write like show interface trunk. With this command we can check, but we don't have interface here. So what I will do, I will switch off this switch and again I will switch on, because we did not save the configuration, so we can use the same switch. So now I will start this switch. I will take the console of this switch, and now here in this one I will configure the trunk first of all, so we can see the native VLAN. I will write interface range is 0 by 0-3, and I will write switch port trunk encapsulation .1q, switch port mode trunk, and now we can check the native VLAN. I will write show interface trunk. So if you see here what I wrote, show interface trunk, show interface trunk. Here we will have the native VLAN detail, this one. If you see, this is the native VLAN. All these four interface is having the same native VLAN. What we have by default, we have VLAN 1. If we want to change, we can change also. We need to go inside that interface and we can change also. Example, I will change. Let me show you. I will go here. I will change in the range. Interface range is 0 by 0, and then we write switch port. Let me check here what command we have here. Switch port, generally we will put as a native VLAN like 100 or any other number we will keep. Switch port mode, different command I have. Switch port axis we have, and the trunk, switch port trunk and native. Yes, this command. If you see this one, native VLAN, and we need to give the number. Here by default we have 1. Example, I want to change as a 10. I will put here 10. Okay, I am changing for all this interface. Okay, so I change. If you check now, I will write here show interface trunk, and if you see, okay, maybe I did not select all interface, that's why only one interface change here. Show interface trunk. If you see, this native VLAN change. Okay, one interface is having 10, other interface is having 1. Imagine now in this scenario, if I try to make as a ether channel, it will not work. In the production network, if we do these types of mistake, it will not form the ether channel. So let's try here. I change already the native VLAN. Now let's try to configure the ether channel. So what I will do, we have the trunk here. Okay, I will go here. I will check first of all show interface trunk. So I have the trunk here already. Only native VLAN we have different. So I will take interface range and I will select E 0 by 0-3, and then I will write here channel. If I want to do with the protocol, I can write protocol. Which protocol? I will write LACP, and then I will write channel. Group, I want to create the group 1, and which group mode, I can press question mark. I am using LACP, so I will write active. Okay, I created here. Now we can do other side and we can verify also. Let me check here, show ether channel summary. What error we will get here? If you see, we have down here. Okay, we have down here, but anyhow let me configure in second switch and verify if we have different native VLAN, it will form or not. So let me go here. I will write here host name is a switch SW2, and interface range is 0 by 0-3, and then we write ether, we write channel, protocol, LACP we use, and channel, group, number 1 and the mode as a active. Okay, we configure both the side, but it will not form because we have different native VLAN. Show ether channel summary. If you see here, still it is done, and you are getting notification also here. So by seeing this notification, you easily identify why ether channel is not formed, because here we are getting the native VLAN mismatch. Okay, here we are getting native VLAN mismatch, so easily you can track why we have this issue. And if you type here like show ether channel summary, you are getting here, if you see, this form ether channel. Okay, but some ports are not working. I will show you. P of 01, S capital S, layer 2, U means in use. It form ether channel by using the protocol LSCP. But the problem, if you see, only one port is working here. E0 by 0 is working. If you see, E0 by 0 here is working. But if you see here, E0 by 1 is in the suspend. If you see where we have the S, this one, small s, suspended. So this one not in the ether channel, this one also not in the ether channel, this one also not in the ether channel. This is the one of the troubleshooting lab. In the real scenario we will have these types of issue also, because the new engineer who join as a organization as a network engineer, sometimes they do these types of issue also. They are in hurry, just they will copy paste, they forget something, and we will have these types of issue. But here you can clearly observe we are getting here notification native VLAN mismatch, and if you see here we are getting E0 by 0, what we have here 1, and if you see the switch E0 by 0 we have 10. So by seeing this one also we can check. What we can do, we will write show interface trunk. When we type this one, you can check here. If you say we have the one port channel P of 01 and we have the ether channel with the native VLAN 1 here in the switch 2. But if you go in the switch 1, what issue we are facing here, we can write show interface trunk. When we write here, we have the native VLAN 10 here. Okay, native VLAN 10 here, and there is a native VLAN as a 1. This is the issue. So what I can do, I can go here in this switch, I can change here. I will go interface range E0 by 0 dash 3. Then I will write here switch port trunk native VLAN 10. Okay, I created here, and then we can write show interface trunk. Show interface trunk. Here it is not showing. Let me check here, do we have that VLAN or not, because we need to create the VLAN. Before creating we done, so we don't have that VLAN. We will create first of all, because we are saying native VLAN is VLAN 10. So I created the VLAN, any name I can give. Here I done, and let me create the VLAN here also, because we don't have the VLAN 10. I will write here name as a IT, any name we can give. Now I will write show interface trunk. Still we don't have, we have some issue here. So how we can fix? If you see what issue we have, we can write show ether channel summary. If you see here, this is in the dawn. Okay, this one is in dawn, and if you see, all are suspended here. And if I check here, we are not getting as a what we can say, that interface as a trunk. So I will write here interface range E0 by 0 dash 3, and I will write here switch port trunk native VLAN 10. Okay, same thing I will do here also. Same thing I will copy, because before we have only one interface. Now I put all interface. If you differentiate here, before we have only one interface, now I put all interface. So interface go up, again it go down. If you see here what issue we will have here, show interface range E0 by 0 and dash 3, and we can write switch port trunk native VLAN 10. So both sides should be same. Show interface trunk we don't have, so let me go and make, but generally it will have. Here maybe we have issue because of the simulation. interface 0 by 03. Interface range we need to give, range is 0 by 0 dash 3, and I will write here switch port trunk encapsulation dot 1q, switch port mode trunk I created here, show interface trunk. Still it is not formed. I think some configuration is struck here, so what we can do, we can write show run to verify that one. Show run. When I write show run here, I can check here. If you see here what we have here, this is a interface port channel 1. Here we have the dot 1q, and native VLAN we change as the VLAN 10, and this is a switch port mode trunk. Okay, this is for the main interface, that is a logical interface. And now we have the individual interface. If you see, this is a E0 by 0 dot 1q, we have native VLAN is this trunk, and we are using LSCP and group 1 active. So this is okay. And if we go here in the second interface E0 by 1, here we have the switch port trunk dot 1q, this is also native VLAN 10 and switch port mode trunk, and this one is also okay and active. So all interface, if we have same configuration, it should work. But here maybe we have some issue with the EVNG. If we restart the switch, it will work. But let's see, here nothing is missing, right? All are having same configuration. So this should work. And what else I can do? I can go to the interface E0 by 0. I can write here no shut. Sometime we go this interface as a shut. Interface E0 by 1 no shut. And sometime, or let me write range, okay, interface range is 0 by 0 dash 3. I will write no shut here. Let's see it is okay or not. Show interface trunk is not working. Show ether channel summary. Still we have here down, still suspended here. And if we see here, show ether channel summary, if you see here also all three are suspended. Here also suspended, here also suspended. Ports we put in the trunk, native VLAN we have the correct one, but still we have the issue. So what we can say, because of this switch we have issue in the EVNG, we can restart this one, so it will become okay. Or the other way, what we can do, we can change the native VLAN. Let's try to change as a VLAN 1. Let's see it will work or not. But it will not work because it hang already here, this switch. Let's try. I will write here native VLAN as a 1. Okay, I change VLAN as a 1. Here I change native VLAN as 1. Here is also, here is 10, here is 1. So it is having the mismatch. Let me correct both the sides, so maybe it will work. Interface range E0 by 0, switch port trunk native VLAN 1. Now we will see show ether channel summary. Two ports are working here. If you see, before it is all are down. When I change as ether channel 1, some ports start, but still again we have, because one port is still in this one VLAN 10. So what I can do, I can go here, I can go interface port channel 1, and here I will write switch port trunk encapsulation, not encapsulation, native VLAN 1. I change for this port here also. Let me try to change that. What I am doing for the channel which we created, interface channel protocol, this one E0 by 1, this one I am saying, this port. In this port I am correcting the, what we can say.
So the native VLAN, if we change against the interface or we change against the port channel, both are different, or it is
Port channel is having the group of interface. If you see here, interface, this interface should have the same. If we have here different native VLAN, here different native VLAN, we cannot find the ether channel. So what we done first time, we changed this as a 10 and all are having the 1 here, and I change this as a 10, and then we make as a port channel. So when port channel become, they taken only this one 10, and but inside the port channel we have different, so all should be same, else it will not form. So what I am doing now, first individual I check, now I am checking the port channel. So if port channel is having 1, I am trying.
So if we correct the individual, it is not necessary that port channel will be updated, right? We have to.
Yeah, or we can remove the port channel. First we can remove the port channel, correct this one, and then do the port channel. This is a one method. Or correct individual, then again correct the port channel, another method. This way also we can do. Okay, so what we are doing here, I will try to correct here. Let me check we are in the which switch. This is a switch 1, ether channel summary. So here is okay, all are okay here in this switch. And if we check here, show ether channel summary, okay, here also correct. So what I done, let me explain again. When I created here, the problem what we created, we put this one in this, for this interface, one interface, maybe I don't know, E0 by 3 we done or E0 by 0. So one interface we put in the native VLAN 10, and then we make this a port channel. When we make as a port channel here P of 01, this become native VLAN as a VLAN 10, and when this one I did not change, we have here as a VLAN 1. And when I do this port channel, we have native VLAN for this port channel as a VLAN 1. So what I done, first of all I corrected individually, then I go inside this one and I corrected this one. So automatically when I correct, this come up. So this way we can do the troubleshooting. So first thing we clear, just now we done one small troubleshooting here. Maybe many guys are having confusion because we done so many things. Let me explain again what I am saying. This all interface should have the same configuration. Even if you are looking for the VLAN, native VLAN or speed or duplex, all should be same. If we are using this one, if we put this all are in trunk, this should be also trunk. If we put one as a in the VLAN 1, this all should be in the VLAN 1. All should have uniform, because we are creating multiple physical interface into one logical interface. So we need to have everything will be same, speed, everything, capacity, everything should be same. So wantedly I change one interface as a VLAN, native VLAN 10, and remaining we have VLAN 1, and we make bundle. When we make bundle, it is having the native VLAN as a VLAN 10, but here when we make bundle, it is having the VLAN 1. So just I go inside in that particular interface port channel, and then I change here native VLAN as a VLAN 1. So it come up. Okay, so let me go for our notes. So this one we check just now, the issue which we can face. How we can change the native VLAN? We write switch port trunk, native VLAN, and whatever VLAN number we want to give this way. But now we need to remember, we should have same. In generally in the company, we are changing from VLAN 1 to some other number, like example VLAN 100 or 200, because hacker know native VLAN is a 1, so they are trying to attack to the native VLAN. So what we will do in the real scenario, we will change native VLAN from VLAN 1 to any other number, and we will not connect our any PC to that VLAN. And then another thing what we need to look, allowed VLAN. If you remember in our previous troubleshooting lab, we did not allow some VLAN. So same thing, maybe if we did not allow some VLAN and we are creating that one ether channel, it will not form. If we are allowing all VLAN in the one side, other side also we should allow the all VLAN. Here we are allowing all VLAN. By default it is allowed, but if we want to stop, we can stop also. So if we are allowing here all VLAN, but here this side we are allowing only 2 VLAN, then it will not form the ether channel. Whatever configuration we are doing here, we need to do same configuration here. So this is another point. And speed, we should not change speed. Generally we are not changing speed. If you want to change, we can change also. Let me show you that here in the packet how we can change the speed, but we should not change the speed. If we change speed, again it will not form ether channel. If we change speed for one interface, we need to change speed for all interface, both the side. Example, if I take one interface here, let me take this interface. I don't know what is the name here, so let me enable this port. Here is F0 by 1. Example, I want to change the interface speed. How we can change? We need to go inside that interface, config T, and I will write interface F0 by 1. Then I will write here speed. Speed we can give 10, 100 or auto. By default we have auto. Example, if I give as a 10 here for one interface, other interface we have auto. Okay, let me check here. Example, show interface status. If I check here all are auto. I changed just now one interface, that is the F0 by 1, but here it is not reflecting. Yeah, here reflecting here. If you see just now what we done, we put 10, but all are auto. So if we are making the ether channel, for example, for this first 4 ports, all should be same. They should be in the same native VLAN, they should be in the same duplex, they should be in the same speed. If we change, it will not form. Here I change, but here is auto. If we try to make, it will not work. So we need to make sure before making the port channel, we should make sure all should have same. If not, again we can create port channel, then we have issue. We need to correct individually. If it is not working, then go inside that port channel and correct again there. So doing double job, it is better first time we verify everything is good or not. So this one, and duplex also we can change, same thing as I mentioned here. How we can change duplex? Just we need to write inside that interface. Example, config T, interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1, and we will write here duplex. So duplex we can write half, full, auto. So by default we will have auto. Everyone is using full. Now new device we don't have half. So it is better to keep auto. If you change anything, again it will not form. And we have MTU, maximum transmission unit. This is by default whatever we are getting, we are keeping that one only. We are not changing. This is for the layer 3 ether channel. If we change this one for one interface, again it will not work. So how we can check this MTU? We can check like we can write here. Let me show you. Show interface. Let me check. Show switch port. Show interface. This way I think, or maybe we have some commands to check that one MTU. This way we will not get. We have another interface. Here nothing, I think. If we see here, we have different command. Let me check. Show interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1, and yeah, here this one. By default we have 1500 bytes. If you change this one, then we will have again problem. Generally we are not changing this one, but in case if someone change that one, example, if I have the 4 connection here, 4 or 5 connection, one interface is having other MTU, other is having other MTU, then it will not form. So we need to make sure all should be same. This is one point. Okay, no, here same thing I wrote, mismatch we should not have. So let's do one troubleshooting lab. Okay, I put here all the screenshot, but let's open in the EVNG and do one troubleshooting lab. So what I will do, or let me stop this recording.